Friday, you'll remember, we introduced you to the color of the year, recently announced by the Pantone Color Institute. Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore shared her opinion on the vibrant purple color sure to make its way into our lives this coming year. Here's a bit of what she had to say.
I've been wearing purple makeup forever. It's like, and I'm so grateful because last year green, that's a really hard color to pull off on makeup, but purple is super flattering across the board. So I'm really excited.
Her excitement, I have to say, was contagious for that color purple on our face, in our beauty bag. It's a bright color, yes, but I have to say it's growing on me. Today, part 2 of this color trend talk with a look at how you might bring ultraviolet into your closet and even brace yourself into your home. Studio 5 trend tracker Mindy Dunyon has been covering the Pantone Color of the Year choices for a while now. How many years?
I don't know, forever.
Like years. We always turn to Mindy as our trend tracker to kind of put this color into perspective. Are you liking ultraviolet for 2018?
Okay, I actually like the color. I just think it's kind of difficult to wear. But I think that every year when Pantone rolls out a new color, especially when it was green, I think one year it was an orange color, and I was like, how are we going to wear that? But they really do. They grow on you, and I do think this is a flattering color, so I like that about it.
They always push the limit in terms of, I guess, the color wheel limit, but you're right, by November, September, we're all on board with it. So you're going to help us embrace this early. We're going to start with fashion. You reached out to Studio 5 style and fashion contributor Emily McCormick for her opinion on this color. What did she say?
Okay, so Emily says, although many of us hesitate
I'm going to take you back. We're going to our home first. This is Lauren Oviatt. My bad, Mindy, my bad.
Okay, you're good. Actually, Lauren had some good advice. She says this color is next to yellow and orange on her road less traveled list. So she does not love it. She says there's a slim chance this bright color will catch on around here, especially with all of us loving the softer colors. But she says if you love purple, now's your chance to bring it back in a big way.
That's a big but. But if you love purple.
Right, but she did. So she sent over a couple inspiration photos, and these show purple from floor to ceiling. And when you really see this, I think you just have to think about where it's going to be. So maybe like a teenage room or some space that you don't need to keep it looking like that forever, because obviously this is a trend and you may not love it for a long time.
But these photos punch home the idea of go big or go home. I would never put purple in my living room.
I know,
never,
can you
ever
imagine?
No, but a teenage space, or like you point out, a temporary space. What if you want to go smaller scale?
Okay, so that's where I would say most of us will fall. So you could look for accessories, and I actually just looked around and there were some awesome accessories. I really like the thought of having a rug with some purple accents, or of course a purple throw pillow will always work in any space. Any type of accessory or just something that you can kind of mix in with your current decor is a great way to really feel like you're on trend, but you're not spending too much money, and you don't have to completely change your space when you're done.
Looking at these inspiration pictures, I mean, the rug, the pillow, even that nice little succulent accessory you had there that you pulled for the coffee table, it pairs really nicely with some more subtle, sophisticated, neutral, calm colors, like green and blue.
And the gray, and gold is so big right now, and I think the gold with the purple is actually a really pretty mix and combination.
It could almost be a decorating challenge of sorts. Like, what room could I pull in a little purple and try it out?
But I will say, I went to actual stores to find some purple, home accessories, and for the life of me, I could not find it. So I think it's going to take a little while for this to catch on. Pantone just recently announced this, so if you're planning on buying some pieces, maybe wait till March or April, and you'll really find some cool current pieces that fit into this purple tone.
You have to wonder, I know they look into the design crystal ball to make this prediction, but you have to imagine there's some designers scrambling a little bit to pull in that color now into their sets for the coming season.
Because they know people want to be on trend, so they need to wait for those pieces to come.
Give it some time. Okay, now let's talk fashion. Emily McCormick, what did she have to say?
Okay, she had great advice. She said, although many of us hesitate about wearing a color named ultraviolet, the actual tone is not as electric as its name. She says if you have a darker complexion, that's kind of a good spot to be, because it really is flattering. So wear it close to the face if you have a darker complexion, and otherwise incorporate this color in subtle ways.
Yeah, if you're pale, if you're more calm in your facial tones, I think that would overwhelm you completely.
Right, absolutely. So you may want to put it on the bottom or keep it on your florals or something like that.
So with Emily's advice in mind, you went shopping, looking for the color ultraviolet. You did find some great fashion finds.
I did. And again, it wasn't everywhere. sure by the time spring hits, we will see it everywhere.
Yeah.
But you are starting to see it pop up in some pieces. So I really like this cable knit sweater that I found at H&M. And when you put it on, she's right. It is surprisingly flattering when it's next to your face if you have a darker complexion. So I like that. This next sweater is also from H&M. And
Cute.
I really think this is a color that you could pair with a pair of jeans, a white shirt, but at the same time, it really looks good with black too, with gray. So there is a lot of different options that you can pair it with.
And check out the orange, like the reddish orange even paired with, in the text, in the graphic design, paired with the color.
Well, and that's one point I was going to talk about, kind of. Maroon was huge this last year. And so it is kind of showing that they were kind of like getting us gently into these kind of more deeper tones and colors.
Easing into it.
Yes, and so when you see it with like a red or an orange, it is really pretty.
Okay, I'm obsessed with that dress.
I know, I love this dress, and I picked this because I wanted to show you don't have to go all purple, which most of us probably won't. So just find something. This has some really pretty purple florals in there, and I really love that. That dress too comes from H&M.
Is the dress navy?
Yes, it's like a navy, and then
Look
it
at
has all mixes of colors in there, so it shows you can really mix up your purples.
But again,
with
seeing that
colors.
bright purple with a more subtle, sophisticated navy, it really works. I love that. All right, on the accessory front, what do you recommend?
Okay, so accessories is where it's at. That's where you're gonna go. And again, since it's a trend, if you don't wanna go all in, spend a lot of money, look for accessories.
Okay.
I love this beanie. This came from H&M. Again, if you have a real light skin tone, I don't know if that's going to be the most flattering color to put on your head. But I really like the beanie. And then these backpacks, I had to show. So these backpacks are huge right now. It's really hard to pronounce. I think it's like Fjall Raven Konkin.
Good job. Good job, Mindy. Good job.
But this is like the backpack to have right now, not just for kids, but women. Women are toting this around for like their day pack. So I was excited when I found this in the purple color. You can get them at Nordstrom like all different colors. So of course they're gonna have the purple this year.
I'm into those shoes.
Okay, and then I really like wearing a bright colored tennis shoe.
I do too, because my workout attire is usually really boring.
Yeah, most of us love to wear like the straight black. So your tennis shoes are a great way to look for the purple and embrace it and feel like you're totally on trend. I found those tennis shoes at Nordstrom as well.
Those are awesome. Thank you, Nike, and thank you, Mindy. I mentioned to Megan last week, I struggle with this color. It was my high school, like my school color.
Oh, I remember.
So I just feel the need to end this conversation by saying go bees. Go box color bees. That's what I think of.
Couldn't get away from it.
When I see bright purple, so I'm really gonna have to, you know, go back. I mean, high school a whole 2 years ago or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I haven't quite gotten over the color yet. Thank you so much.